तो आज सेटा आमे करबा आ
हिंदी रे कहबे सर।
हाँ हेलो तेणु हेलो आमे आज 5 4 5 आउ 6 देखिबा हैं हाँ हेलो सो हाँ जितेंद्र आर यू प्रेजेंट ना
Yes, sir.
हाँ ठीक अच्छे ओके ମୁଁ ଏବେ ଜଷ୍ଟ ତୁମକୁ କେତେ ଗୁଡ଼ା ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ କରୁଛି ଟିକେ ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ୍ ହୋଲ୍ଡ କର हाँ एक्चुअली आमे 4 5 आउ 6 ए तीनटा यूनिट आम आज देखा टिके डाउनलोड टिके करती डिलीट हो जाइए डाउनलोड आउ कर दूसरी टिके तापर आम क्लास पढ़ा टे 4 5 6 आज यूनिट देखीदा आम गोटे मिनट खाली रुह
ओके सर ओके।
ଟିକେ ତମେ ଆଜି ମୁଁ ହେଦିନ ତମେ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଭଲ ତମେ କିଛି ରହିଲେ ଭଲ ନା ଆଉ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ନ ରହିଲେ କେମିତି ହେବ? ଟିକେ ରହିଲେ ଟିକେ ଅଳ୍ପ କିଛି ସମୟ ରହିଲେ ଆସିଲେ ବି ଇଏ ହେବ ଯେ ହଁ ତମେ ଆସିଥିଲ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ବି ହେଲା। ହଁ ଦେଖ ତ ପିଲା ପ୍ଲେୟାର ଦେଖିପାରୁଛ ଏବେ? ଜିତେନ୍ଦ୍ର ଆଉ ଚିନ୍ମୟ ଦେଖିପାରୁଛ?
यस सर यस
ହଁ ଏଇଟା
ଦେଖିପାରୁଛି।
ୟୁନିଟ୍ 4ଟା ମୁଁ ତୁମକୁ କହିବି ଏଇନା।
Sir, I can't understand your language.
ୟେସ୍ ୟେସ୍ ଜିତେନ୍ଦ୍ର
I
Then
don't
English,
understand this language.
Hindi,
ओके
English,
ओके
Hindi, right?
then first of all Jitendra you belong to which state?
Sir, Rajasthan.
Hello.
Rajasthan, sir.
Okay, very good. And then Chinmay belongs to which state? Odisha.
Odisha, Odisha. हाँ.
Okay. Hello. Okay, so we'll discuss on sampling. So actually, there are, see, this is the analytical methods, means the different methods are there to evaluate the chemical composition of a mixture, to evaluate the spectroscopy of different elements present in the mixture. Many processes are there to know in details regarding the chemistry of elements and compounds. So normally analytical chemistry deals with the evaluation of analytical data. In this process, various methods are there. As you can see here in the unit 4, we have sampling is one of the technique uh, in actually doing the analysis of the bulk data of the materials. So in this connection, I will today discuss you about the sampling, and after this study, you can able to know that what is sampling, and then how can different sampling procedures are there, how to preserve the preserve the methods of the sampling methods. Then also you will discuss about the what difficulties in sampling. All these things you will discuss now one by one. I will discuss. First of all, just remember what is sampling. So question will come: what is sampling? Sampling is a process to collect a portion of a material small enough in volume to be conveniently transported to and handled in the laboratory while still accurately representing the material being sampled. That means, for example, you are going to test any sample, means in a bulk of the sample, you have to collect a very little amount of it, maybe in terms of its mass or in terms of its volume, and which is actually used in the laboratory for detection of many things in the sample. It depends on, it may be the spectroscopic method, it may be, for example, thermogravimetric method, it may be electrical methods, it may be magnetic methods, it may be simply by volumetric analysis. All these things are there, but sampling is a simple process how to collect a sample. That is the main things in this case of sampling. And remember that during sampling, the important thing is the environment under which the sampling will be done. In this case, you see here, first of all, is water sampling. That means the objectives of water quality monitoring systems are to assess the impact of activities by man upon the quality of water and its sustainability. For example, you are going to test the water in the river, water in the pond, water in the industrial area. So remember, in this case, you have to collect the water and the type of water and the nature of water and the environment under which you are going to take the sample. This is the main important things. For example, you are collecting sample from rivers, because as you know the river water has been this is mainly done to test the quality of water in that laboratory. But how to collect the sample, that thing we are discussing in this chapter, in this unit only. For example, you are going to take the water. Then where to take water? For example, downstream at a place of obstruction of public supply of large town. मतलब इसका मतलब ये है कि where you collect the water. You collect the water downstream, मतलब जहाँ पर जमा होता है, or you are collecting at a point where there is a large town is there, or you can say where the fishing activities is there, or you can say a place where large agriculture irrigation projects are there, or irrigation is going on, or tidal limits is there. So there are different positions or sites where you can take the water sample. So without taking a sample at a particular place of a river, you can just select any one site from the river and you can collect the water sample. Similarly, lake side, for example, you have a lake site 1, site 2, you have lake places, you can also collect. Type of samples, there are mainly 3 types of samples are there. Okay. For example, you can, there are many 3 types. One is grab or catch sample, one is composite sample, one is integrated sample. Grab means what? A sample collected at a particular time and place can represent only the composition of the source at that time and place. Means it is simply, you can say that source is known to you, a particular position or particular source place where you are collecting the sample with a constant composition over a considerable period of time or over a sustainable distance in all directions. The sample may be said to be represent a longer time period or longer volume or both. That means grab or catch sample means simple in sense I can say source you have defined a particular source, you have to define the distance from that source and you have to collect the sample. Distance means, for example, for a particular river area, you are collecting sample, then that sample should be taken at least for a distance of half kilometer or 500 meter distance northward, eastward, southward. Means in different direction you have to catch the sample. The next one is composite sample. In this case, what once the sample you have collected it, you have to know that what is the composition of the composite sample means you can say, for example, uh, a sample taken at 10 a.m., sample taken at 5 p.m., sample taken at the morning, then you can say a 24 hours period is considered as a standard for most examinations. See, in 24 hours, you have because each time the water of the pond or the river is not of similar nature. It may be of any changes in their composition also. Therefore, you have to grab the sample at different times interval called composite samples. Then one is called integrated samples. That means different points you are collecting sample and then you are integrating it. It's called integrated sample. See, these samples is mainly taken at different depth, different width of the river. डेप्थ कितने डेप्थ से सैंपल लिया आपने, ऊपर से पानी के ऊपर से लिया है कि पानी के मतलब अंदर से लिया है, हाउ मच डिस्टेंस द सैंपल हैज बीन कलेक्टेड. Depth is the main criteria in taking the into different depth you can again collect and you can integrate it. It's called integrated samples. The next is sampling facilities. Then you can see sampling facilities, for example, in the river bank के पास तुम सैंपल ले सकते हो, बोट से ले सकते हो, बोट यू कैन यूज द रिवर. एट बोट से क्या होगा कि यू कैन टेक सैंपल एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ द रिवर. देन ब्रिज, see nearly so many bridges have been built on the river, then you can take some sample near the bridge also where the water is flowing water you can take. Then cableway is used for currently velocity measurements, can also be employed with the adaptation for river sampling quite satisfactory. This is used is restricted to smaller rivers. Cables, helicopter you can take. This is sampling. How can you collect sample? That is there. Then you can say sample container and equipment. So you have to collect the sample in a particular sample collecting instrument are now coming. Small bottles are coming, and it must have stopper also, the cap also. The bottles actually during the sample collection you have to thoroughly wash this sample bottle with 10% hydrochloric acid, and also you can keep it for 10% for 24 hours. Then you can simply clean it and rinse it to make the bottle pure from any type of impurities present inside the bottle. Because before sampling, the bottle should be purified and clear, so that you can able to know, okay, this is free from any type of impurities or any type of contaminations, so that the sampling can be used, and the sample can be tested in the lab with great accuracy. Then yes, ball valve type sampler. There are different types of samples are there. The sample is lowered. This simpler is used for collection of samples at any desirable depth. So any depth, for example, you are collecting sample in the deep of a river, then you have to use this ball valve type sampler. So it's good. All good samples. Okay. Then you have the dosage sampler. It's a type of bottle. The name of the bottle, and it is convenient. Uh, it is surrounded by a lead sheath and closed by a rubber bung containing two holes. One hole passes a glass tube leading nearly the bottom of the. It is a design of the sample. Only just remember dosage sampler. This type of bottle is used to collect sample at a required depth. Required depth means a river or in a sea. Also, you can use this desert sampler. Then Predinger samplers is there also. This is also one type of sample collecting a different depth of the river. Then you can have see so many types of well flask sampler. This is there also. Then you can say wet flask or jet sampler. These are the different bottles or different types of sample collecting flasks, or you can say sample collecting bottles, tubes. You can say also. Then sampling procedure is there. General procedure for sampling, sample collections. So these are the things you have to go through it in little bit, but no need to go through in details because details it will not come in examination. Only the different sample points are there, it will come. Because if I will just explain you one by one, it will take one unit will take 10 classes or 5 or 7, 8 classes. So better to go through the processes, just have a look on this chapter, then you can read it and you can understand. Sample collections. Then some attentions you must have during the collection of the sample. Sample where water is well mixed. eh, Then sample preferably at 0.6 times of the depth in a shallow canal or where velocity of mixing is sufficient to prevent solid deposits. All these things avoid large non-homogeneous matter, leaves, racks, twigs. जहाँ पर कोई पत्ता होगा, अगर पेड़ का पत्ता होगा, वहाँ फ्लोटिंग हो रहा है तो वहाँ पर सैंपल नहीं लेना है टू अवॉइड दिस थिंग. सो ये लिखा हुआ है कि क्या क्या नहीं करना है, क्या क्या करना है. All these things you read it, you can. Then sample how to preserve it. See, nutrient group, metal group, physical or mineral group, organic group. Because these are the physiochemical determinants of interests. ये हमको जानना है कि पानी में क्या है, न्यूट्रिएंट्स कितना है, मेटल्स क्या क्या है, minerals क्या क्या है, organic compounds what are the presents. All these things basing on this we have to preserve them. Then general preservation of nutrient group. If you are going to test for nutrients present in the water sample, then you have to do some general preservation. This is done by rinsing with HCl. HCl rinsed in borosilicate glass bottle. Then you can see here you have to add 40% milligram of HDCl2 and preservative. So this is the process of simple preserving the sample for determining a particular group, nutrient group. Okay. Listening, Jitendra, you are listening. Chinmay, you are listening or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Getting some points or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because I'm just explaining general. Because if I will go in deep, then it will take so much time. It will be not helpful to you because you have to complete 15 chapter units in 3 to 4 classes. So it is not possible. Therefore, I'm just going in general things. Similarly, you can make metal groups. So for this reason, the sample should be dissolved in nitric acid HNO3, and then along with polyethylene container, uh, polyethylene PE container, pack the polyethylene container, pack called, and then it is analyzed for chromium 6. If chromium 6 is there, because you know chromium is very much dangerous for the health. So if that water is contaminated with chromium, cobalt, nickel, zinc, these are not good because see some metals are required for body, but how much percent हेलो। हेलो।
जी
Yes,
सर।
sir.
हाँ, ड्यू टू पावर सप्लाई कटअप अगेन आई एम जस्ट अगेन ओके। Due to power cut off, the problem is there. I will just again I am explaining you. Now you can able to visible.
Yes, sir.
यस सर।
Yes,
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 sir.
yes. So actually power cut off हो गया था इसलिए थोड़ा चला गया था मैं। So then you have metal groups are there. As I've explained you, if you are going to detect metals in the sample, then you have to add 200 ml of nitric acid in a polythene container to analyze chromium. Similarly, for general preservation for physical and mineral groups, you have to take a sample, 4 liter of sample to be collected in polythene container, and then immediately separate the liquid from phenolic, cyanide and sulfide and add appropriate chemical preservatives. So ये लिखा हुआ है कि कौन सा preservative कहाँ देना है to make it preservative. Similarly, you can see organic compound if you are going to detect in the organic sample in this water sample, then it is written here how to make it. First of all, take the sample, then refrigerate it at 2 to 4 degrees Celsius for organophosphorus detection. Similarly, for sample, if you are going to detect chlorine, then you have to do organochlorine residues may be refrigerated at 2 to 4 degrees Celsius. Means different things. For example, chlorophenoxy compounds, if you want to detect, then you have to store below 4 degree. Like this, it is written that which groups you are going to analyze and the methods of preserving the sample. Then you can see preservation depends on various parameters. मतलब जो पानी आपने कलेक्ट किया है सैंपल लिया है वो एसिडिक है कि अल्कालिनिटी है और इसमें एल्यूमिनियम है कि नहीं, आर्सेनिक है कि नहीं, बोरॉन है कि नहीं, कैल्शियम है कि नहीं। तो ये आपको जानना है कि स्पेसिफिक प्रिजर्वेशन टेक्निक्स विल बी यूज्ड बेसिंग ऑन द इंडिविजुअल पैरामीटर्स और द सैम्पलिंग पैरामीटर्स लाइक वो एसिड है कि नहीं, अल्कालिनिटी है कि नहीं, इसमें क्या क्या एल्यूमिनियम है, आर्सेनिक है, बोरॉन है। तो ये सैंपल को कैसे स्टोर करना है वो लिखा हुआ है। कैल्शियम इफ इट कंटेन्स कैडमियम, इफ इट कंटेन्स क्लोरीन, लिखा है नो स्पेशल ट्रीटमेंट हैज बीन रिकमेंडेड बट डिटर्मिनेशन शुड बी कैरिड आउट एज सून एज पॉसिबल। क्रोमियम होगा तो क्या लिखा हुआ है, लो लॉस ऑफ क्रोमियम फ्रॉम वाटर सैंपल्स at pH 8 has not been reported yet. However, it is suggested that the sample should be acidified to a pH of 1.5. तो ये तुमको करना है सब कुछ। तो ये लिखा हुआ है कि कौन कौन सा मेटल प्रेजेंट होगा, तो फिर हमें क्या क्या करना है। ऐसे हार्डनेस क्या है, आयोडाइन कंटेंट, आयरन कंटेंट, फेरस फेरिक आयन Fe2+ Fe3+ का प्रेजेंस इन द सैंपल, लेड, मैंगनीज, all these things, magnesium, mercury, molybdenum, nickel, everything। तो ये होता है एनालिटिकल लेबोरेटरी का एनालिसिस। तो हमको सैंपल कैसे करना है, सैंपल कैसे प्रिजर्व करना है, और ये सैंपल कंटेन्स वेरियस थिंग्स लाइक मिनरल्स, मेटल्स, then you can organic compounds, all these things how to know. And before knowing the compounds present by many methods like spectroscopy, by volumetric, and by many methods are there nowadays. Spectroscopy is the best method to know the composition of various elements present in the water sample. So before that you have to do all these things. Then uh, you can see here that air sampling. Okay, then you go to the particular things. This water sampling come to air sampling. So again, air sampling means you have to collect the air. So air at different places you have to collect it. Air pollution means what? Means the carbon dioxide, methane, or any types of chlorofluorocarbons present in the air pollute the air. So therefore, you have to collect the air from different parts. For you know, Delhi is highly polluted in air because of the industrial pollutants like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide. sulfur trioxide, then NOx. NOx means mixed nitrogen oxides. These are some pollutants which are present in the air and creating problem for us. Therefore, water sampling is very important. Air sampling is also very important to test the quality of the air. Then selection of sampling locations, you can see here स्पेसिफिक लोकेशंस, जैसे मैंने आपको बोला पहले से बोला कि वाटर सैंपल के लिए तुम्हें रिवर जाइए, रिवर से ले सकते हो, पोर्ट से ले सकते हो. You can take from sea also in a particular area where the industrial belt is present. Similarly, quality of air can be judged by taking the sample of air at different places, at the industrial belt, in the highly traffic, congested area in the city, and also near the industrial areas. So sampling collection depends on its location. Then you remember one more thing is SP. Now called SPM. SPM means suspended particulate materials. These are actually present in the solid state or in the state of liquid with very little tiny particles present and floated in the air sample. Suspended particulate materials. They are mainly of carbon or soot particles. जैसे कोल एरिया में, कोल माइनिंग एरिया में आता है. Then acid droplets, as you know that mainly because of the materials like carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, NOx, etc. And in industrial area, they are simply come with the form of acid rain. Then this acid rain also contaminates the air pollution or air, and there also you find suspended particulate matters. Then they are carbon or soot, metallic oxides and salts, oily. These are the things you can say particular materials may be in this form: carbon or soot, metallic oxides and salt, oily droplets, acid droplets, silicates, metallic fumes, like this. Then you can see the procedures for operating suspended particulate matters, filter preparations. Then you can see the sample collection, sample operation, recording the data, flow rate, corrective measures. These are all practical things. Without practical, it's very difficult to explain the theory part of the practicals. But these are the things you can close. Sample कैसे close करना है, sample कैसे रखना है, laboratory में sample को कैसे prepare करना है. All these things are given here. If you have gaseous pollutants, then air pollutants occur in the form of gas also, vapors also, in terms of solid particles also, liquid droplets also. तो कैसे तुम्हें सैम्पलिंग करवाना है वो भी लिखा हुआ है. Absorption of solids. तो मालूम है कि नहीं कि एयर में रहता है, हम लोग सिलिका जेल और active charcoals, they are called absorbent. If you have any type of impurities in the air, then this absorbent will simply forms bond with the particles, the powder particles, and hence it is separated. So silica gel and activated charcoal or alumina Al2O3, they are used as the absorption materials. Then physical absorption, again come chemical absorption, characteristics of absorbent, factor influencing absorptions. ये सब आ गया. मतलब when you are discussing about the solid particulate materials and they are present in the air, then how to separate them? The process is called adsorption. And adsorption is various methods again, chemical adsorption, physical adsorption like this. Then the absorbents you are using, just I told you that silica gel, alumina, then charcoal. These are they have some characteristics. These things are written. Area, surface area of the adsorbent, temperature of the system, प्रेजेंस ऑफ अदर मॉलिक्यूल्स, ये सब लिखा है। वो पैरामीटर से तुम्हें एब्जॉर्प्शन को इन्फ्लुएंस, मतलब एब्जॉर्प्शन विल बी इन्फ्लुएंस by these parameters. So you have to be cautious when you are using adsorbent to the air polluted sample for making the for knowing the uh, amount of particulate matters present in the sample. सैम्पलिंग ऑफ सॉलिड वेस्ट, ये आ गया सॉलिड वेस्ट, ग्रीन जनरल रिक्वायरमेंट्स ऑफ सैम्पलिंग, ये लिखा हुआ है सब कुछ। सॉलिड वेस्ट के लिए क्या करना है हमें? Okay. Then so the solid materials, the sampling may be collected at compost area, sewage sludge. These are the solid waste. You know solid waste means what? You know very well. Sewage sludge, compost. Then all these things you can collect sample, and their segregation, their grinding. Sampling of food materials. That means, for example, food materials are generally heterogeneous nature. If proper sampling is not done, then one person will be differ to the other person. The analysis of the sample collected without proper precaution will consequently give erratic result. Therefore, sampling is very important. One is called random sampling, means you take a sample from a bulk, then again take one more block and take some sampling. Means for each part of the product, you have to take some samples and mix them together. This is called random sampling. So okay, so I can say sampling is a process to collect See, students always remember in that chapter, you see there's a summary section. There is most important thing. The summary section you find the gist of the different types of sampling procedures, like as we discussed, collection of water sample, collection of air sample, collection of particulate materials, collection of solid waste materials. These are some of the points you remember. These are the main points of that chapter. So better you concentrate on these points where you can get some questions. Like you can see here, there what are the kinds of water sample? Write a note on requirement of sample container of water sampling. What do you understand by particulate materials? Describe the method for segregating and grinding of solid waste samples. So you find here that very this summary point 4.7 and 4.8 along with this answer, this thing you try to remember or try to read so that you can get idea about the questions and also you can able to attempt the questions without any problem. Okay, you can see here. Please give it. Okay. So next we will go to the next chapter, that is Unit 5, Safety in a Chemical Laboratory. Chinmay and Jitendra, you are listening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In this chapter, you see basic things are required, very basic things. Safety during doing any chemical experiment or a chemical laboratory methods. Then safety is a must. You can see here safety aspects in the design of a chemical laboratory. First of all, what safety we should take during doing a chemical test is the latter part. First part is the laboratory has been prepared with adequate safety or not. This is the most important thing. For example, adequate provision of lighting, then effective measures to prevent the inhalation of fumes. For example, during a test, fumes come out. Then whether there is a preventive measurement to reduce the fumes or to get rid of from the issues relating to inhalation of the fumes. You must have vacuum pump so that there will be no problem in removing the fumes. Then the particular laboratory must be safe with respect to Indian standard called as BIS or Bureau of Indian Standards. Because BIS has already prepared a list of safety measures which is to be countersigned by a particular chemical laboratory before it starts functioning. Then laboratory must have a फास्ट एड बॉक्स. ये तो मालूम है कि फास्ट एड बॉक्स क्या होता है. देन एडिक्वेट फायर प्रिवेंशन मेजर्स वो चाहिए. मतलब लेबोरेटरी के अंदर में कभी फायर लग सकता है तो इसके लिए यू हैव एस्केपिंग पाथ, देन हाउ टू हैंडल द फायर यूजिंग फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर्स. तो ये तुम्हें देखना है बिफोर हैविंग ए केमिकल लेबोरेटरी. ऑल दिस थिंग्स विल देयर. Then next is you can see here code of practice in laboratory. हाँ क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है, do's and don't do. Always wear the required protective gloves like coat, goggles, gloves. शू आपको पहनना है, लॉन्ग चेयर में बैठना है, कीप हैंड्स अवे फ्रॉम द फेस एंड आईज एंड माउथ. ये सब डूज एंड डोंट डू, यू कैन रीड इट. द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स आर देयर. नेवर वर्क alone in the laboratory. Don't leave it lit Bunsen burner unattended. और जल रहा है तो इसको बंद करना है. They don't remove any equipment or chemicals from the laboratory. आपको रिमूव कोई कुछ भी हो सकता है. All these things are there. You please read it at your own. You can able to know there are many points which you do not do, and there are many points you must follow. Do not engage in practical jokes or boisterous conduct in the laboratory. नहीं करना है. Avoid touching hot objects. Remember, hot glassware looks just like cold glassware. तो you cannot know that ये hot है कि cold है, तो तुम्हें देख के जानना है कि ये hot है कि नहीं. Do not run or play about in laboratories. ये सब तुम्हें मालूम है. तो जब भी as you are reading this science, so you must be aware that when you are inside the practical lab, what you should do and what you should not do. Clear, students? Yes, Jitendra?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Just respond in between, because so that I can able to continue it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jitendra. So I will take.
Okay, sir.
Should I close or I can continue? You tell. If you tell continue, I will continue. Otherwise, I will stop also. Okay, go ahead.
No, sir, continue.
This unit we will complete.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then you can see personal protective devices like you have lab coats. You can very easy topics. Safety goggles, then gloves are there. All these things are very easy. Then आपको क्या होने से क्या करना है? Inhalation. फॉर एग्जाम्पल तो इनहेलेशन कर लिया है तो फिर क्या करोगे? इंडाइजेशन, मतलब ये केमिकल तो अंदर चला गया, मुंह से तो चला गया है, तो फिर क्या करोगे? इफेक्ट्स ऑफ केमिकल ऑन बॉडी में. हाँ, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. एसिड्स, अल्कोहल, एल्डिहाइड्स, अल्कालीज, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड. इफ यू हैव इनहेल्ड इट और इफ इट इज एंटर इनटू योर बॉडी, देन क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम कर सकता है वो लिखा हुआ है. क्वेश्चन विल कम फ्रॉम दैट. जैसे कि ईथर क्या होता है? ये पेनफुल नार्कोटिक इफेक्ट ऑन इनहेलेशन. Cyanide क्या करता है? If absorbed, inhaled or indigested, it is highly toxic in nature. Halogens are corrosive in nature. तो ये लिखा हुआ है. और क्या क्या इफेक्ट भी होगा वो भी लिखा हुआ है. Acute and chronic effects are there. वोमिटिंग भी हो सकता है, लिवर डैमेज भी हो सकता है. द फ्यूम कॉपर, ये देखिए ये सब ये है फ्यूम कॉपर. नोट द प्रोविजन फॉर गैस, वाटर एंड इलेक्ट्रिकल सप्लाई. Then you can see here these are the some symbols. like explosive लिखा होता है, तो कोई भी एक बोतल में लिखा हुआ है, ये साइन दिया हुआ है ना, तो उसको केयरफुली यू हैव टू हैंडल इट. यू कैन सी इट इज इनफ्लामेबल, मतलब ये जल सकता है. These signs are there. These signs indicates that these are some protective parameters you have to obey before doing any chemical test. You can see here flammable solids, flammable liquids का symbol क्या है और flammable gas का symbol क्या है, और सब लिखा हुआ है. You can say here also some oxidizing substances, जो अपने आप एयर मिलेगा ना तो ऑक्सीडाइज हो सकता है. ये पॉइजनस है, तुम ले लोगे तो कुछ भी हो सकता है. ये बायो हजार्ड है, तो ये रेडियो सब्सटेंस है. ये जो सिंबल्स हम दिखा रहे हैं ना, कोरोसिव है, ये सब सिंबल्स इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट व्हेन यू आर ओपनिंग ए बॉटल और ओपनिंग एनी टाइप ऑफ केमिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स. It is written on their cover page that these things are there. So accordingly, you should take care of it. Otherwise, you may also you know that there is many things, many chemicals can produce cancers. They are called carcinogens. So you have to very much be careful, like aniline, chloroform, benzyl chloride, these are very much carcinogenic materials. If you take them or inhale them, then you may face cancer-like issues also. Students listening or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So these things you remember, all these things जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ. तो ऐसे ऐसे कुछ चीज इधर है. इसके बाद आपको कैसे स्टोरेज करना है और कैसे हैंडल करना है वो लिखा हुआ है कि आप स्टोरेज कहाँ पर करें, कैसे करें. फॉर एग्जांपल कोई भी केमिकल आपको ढूंढने में परेशानी हो रहा है ना, तो यू कैन अरेंज देम अल्फाबेटिकली. आप लिख सकते हैं इसके ऊपर कि ये केमिकल ए है, ये बी है, ये सी है, तो आपको मिलने में इजी होगा. यस, आपको स्टोरेज भी कैटेगराइज करना है कि कौन सा डेंजर फ्लैमेबल केमिकल से, कौन सा ऑक्सीडेंट से, कौन सा एसिड से, कौन सा बेस है. मीन्स यू हैव टू कैटेगराइज द केमिकल्स एंड स्टोर अकॉर्डिंगली इन द लैब. I think you are getting my point, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then see this table. List of common chemicals showing corresponding incompatible chemicals. You can see. Acetic
Sir, the
acid.
screen not shared.
Don't mix chromic acid with acetic acid. ये एक रिएक्शन हो जाएगा. तो तुम्हें इनकम्पैटिबल, ये कंपैटिबल नहीं है, ठीक है. तो मतलब कौन सा केमिकल के साथ क्या नहीं मिलाना है तुम्हें, ये लिखा हुआ है, ठीक है. दिस प्रिकॉशंस वी मस्ट टेक. जैसे कि H2SO का फ्यूमिक नाइट्रिक एसिड को ऐड नहीं करना है. फ्लोरीन किसी के साथ में रिएक्शन, फ्लोरीन रिएक्ट्स वायलेंटली. सियानाइड को एसिड के साथ रिएक्शन नहीं करवाना है. तो ऑल दिस थिंग्स आर रिटन हियर टू नो ये कौन कौन सा केमिकल है जो इनकम्पैटिबल है, इनों के साथ मिलता नहीं है. If they will react, if they will mix together, there will be violent reaction and it's very difficult to control in the chemical lab. Okay? Then you can how to handle chemicals. ये लिखा हुआ है, आपको लेबलिंग करवाना है. According to the danger signal, कौन सा केमिकल कितना डेंजर है, इसको एक 1 2 3 4 1 से 10 तक मार्किंग करके इसको लिखना है कि हाई रिस्क की है, लो रिस्क की है, ये सेफ्टी केमिकल है, तो आपको लिखना है. हाँ, फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोई प्रॉब्लम होने का चांसेस है, तो हमको क्या करना है इमीडिएटली, वो लिखा हुआ है कि फायर आ चुका है ना, तो यू मस्ट हैव एक्सटिंग्विशर. कोई एसिड वगैरह निकल हुआ है तो यू नीड बेस टू और अल्काली टू न्यूट्रलाइज द एसिड. सेंड बकेट चाहिए क्योंकि कोई आग जल गया है ना, तो फिर सेंड दे के इसको यू हैव टू स्टॉप द फायर, स्प्रेडिंग ऑफ फायर ऑल्सो. फिम्स के लिए क्या करना है, और लिखा हुआ है जब बल्क केमिकल तुम ट्रांसफर कर रहे हो, नेवर कैरी द बॉटल बाय द नेक as it can easily slip out of your hand and smash on the floor. तो पूरा फुल बोतल नहीं लेना है, मैंने हाथ से नहीं लेना है. एक पूरा बोतल जो पूरा भरा हुआ है ना, वो तुम्हें नहीं लेना है. ट्राई करो कि 1 लीटर से कम होगा तो अच्छा रहेगा केमिकल्स. डोंट टेक 10 लीटर केमिकल बोतल इन योर हैंड, वो नीचे गिर सकता है, वो चीज है. जो ग्लासवेयर है, जो ग्लास में बना हुआ है ग्लासवेयर, हाउ टू कीप देम सेफ हैंडलिंग, वो भी लिखा हुआ है. वो तुम पढ़ सकते हो. Then equipments और electrical safety. स्टूडेंट्स अब तो क्या हो गया कि ज़्यादातर इक्विपमेंट्स अब इलेक्ट्रिकल में चलते हैं, इलेक्ट्रिक चलते हैं. Many chemicals, many of chemical laboratories are now functioning. Many instruments are now functioning with electricity. They are not manual, they are automatic processes are there. So you have to be careful about the electrical supply to the instruments. इंसुलेशन वायरिंग ठीक नहीं होगा, अर्थिंग ठीक नहीं होगा तो कुछ भी हो सकता है. ये लिखा हुआ है. देन इमरजेंसी में क्या करना है? बर्निंग हो गया तो फास्ट एड चाहिए. यू कैन सी हियर लिखा हुआ है कि फास्ट एड में क्या करने को लिखा हुआ है. थर्मल बॉन्ड्स मतलब फ्लेम के हॉट ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ आपका हाथ मतलब टच हो गया है तो क्या करना है. कॉट्स एंड आउट्स मतलब कहाँ पर कोई पर खून निकल रहा है ग्लास ब्रोकन होने से तो क्या करना है. कुछ केमिकल्स पेट अंदर चला गया है, देन यू आर फेसिंग इंडाइजेशन तो क्या करना है. If the corrosive materials is confined the mouth only, then repeated mouthwash is probably the best bet. If the chemical is मतलब चला गया है तो इसको पानी पीकर डाइल्यूट करना है. Do not try to utilize the chemicals as the heat generated may cause additional injury. ये एक बात मैंने देखा है प्रैक्टिकल में. फॉर एग्जाम्पल तूने कोई एसिड ले लिया, मतलब कोई टाइट्रेशन के टाइम में तूने कुछ एसिड अंदर चला गया, देन डोंट यूज बेस और अल्काली NaOH, बट यू ड्रिंक सम वाटर सो दैट द एसिड मे बी डाइल्यूटेड. समझ रहे मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ चिन्मय?
Yes, sir.
फॉर एग्जाम्पल द
Yes, sir.
केमिकल चला गया अंदर में तो और एक केमिकल हमको नहीं लेना है, हमको पानी पीना है. ठीक है. इफ यू टेक वाटर देन इट विल डाइल्यूटेड. देन बाकी स्किन में कोई आंख में कुछ गिर गया है तो इसके लिए क्या करना है, फास्ट एड क्या लेना है. फ्रैक्चर्स हो गया तो क्या करना है. फायर्स मतलब पूरा लैब में फायर्स लग गया तो फिर क्या करना है. ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर रिटन हियर. द सेफ्टी मेथड्स आर देयर. You can see. So questions are there here. You can see some questions are there along with some answers also. Regarding the various safety precautions you must take in the lab, and if something happens, then how to get rid of it. Like when fire spreads out in the lab, when there is some incidents like taking acids, or there may be some cut or ounce come out due to glassware, broken of the glassware. So all these things I have explained you briefly what type of fast aid you should use when your skin or eyes has been contacted. Industrial chemicals, cuts and wounds, thermal burn, then also chemical burns. So in emergency situations, what procedures or what are the steps you must follow to get rid of this problem or to make the issues or to get relief from from the process, from the situation, and have a better medical aid in the delayed process. मतलब बाद में तुम जाकर कोई मेडिकल एड ले सकते हो, लेकिन पे जो इमरजेंसी है वो क्या करना है वो लिखा हुआ है। दैट्स ऑल अबाउट दिस टॉपिक मेनली, वो लिखा हुआ है, वो तुम डिस्कस किया मैंने। सो ये यूनिट 4 और 5 का बात था, मैंने ख़त्म कर दिया। तो एनी क्वेश्चंस यू आस्क, यू कैन आस्क। सो I'm a very
No, sir.
thankful you two are present. So it's good. At least you get some idea without yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if you have no question, you can end this or we can continue what is it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then we can conclude this class, Jitendra and Chinmaya.
जी sir.
Then
Yes,
tomorrow
sir.
again we will join. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है ना हमारे,
अरे क्लास भी लेट
कॉल
ज्वाइन हुआ था
रिकॉर्डिंग
आज।
हो रहा है। क्या क्या?
हमने पिछली क्लास ली थी इनकी।
ना तो उस दिन जो क्या
14 को।
अगस्त 15 था ना, हाँ 14 को। 14 को
हम्म।
तो कोई नहीं आया था। मैं 20 मिनट तक ना 10-15 मिनट तक था, मैं अकेला ही रहा था।
और आज भी 6:20 के बाद ही आए थे ये।
अरे यार, लेट कर रहे हैं। अच्छा हुआ बोल दिया, मेरे को मैसेज कर दिया।
6:30 बजे क्लास शुरू करी, 7:30 बजे खत्म भी कर दी।
अरे ये तो कुछ नहीं है, बस चला रहे हैं। यूनिट 6 तो पहुंच गए हैं, और कितना बाकी है? 3-4 बाकी है, बस खत्म।
हम्म।
उसके बाद तो खत्म ही है ना प्रैक्टिकल वगैरह कैसे करेंगे?
हाँ, उसके बाद तो खत्म है। मैं तो बस असाइनमेंट खींच रहा हूँ दबा दब।
चल रहा है। कैसे कर
दो
रहे
ही
हो?
हुए हैं।
ए से कर रहे हैं या खुद ही पढ़ के कर रहे हैं?
अरे इसमें से ढूंढ ढूंढ के,
ढूंढ ढूंढ के था।
पीडीएफ में से।
मतलब कैसे मतलब खुद ही बना रहे हो तो खुद ही का
हाँ,
वर्ड से,
खुद
ना
ही
ऐसे
वर्ड से कुछ
करके छाप
एआई
दे
का
रहे?
ले लेता हूँ।
छाप
अरे एक
देते हो
से
पूरा?
मांगे थे, ऑनलाइन आ रहे होंगे मैसेज इतने सारे
हम्म।
कि बाई असाइनमेंट,
अच्छा,
तो उससे खरीदा था
मांग लिए
एक।
थे क्या? कौन था
उसने लिए थे
मतलब? अच्छा,
100 रुपए एक असाइनमेंट के लिए थे।
दिया ना दिया नहीं? मैं तो एक को मांगा था। अभी तक दिया नहीं मेरे को।
अरे बहुत टाइम बाद देता है। तूने ले लिया एक से?
ना, एक भी नहीं दिया। मैं कॉल कर रहा हूँ, यही अगले हफ्ते ही मांगा था। 7-8 को मांगा था शायद से। पिछले हफ्ते, अगले हफ्ते बोल
बहुत टाइम ले लिया उसने। मैंने जिससे लिया था उसने 10 दिन में दिए थे मेरे को।
रहे। अच्छा, मैं फोन कर रहा हूँ, फोन उठा नहीं रहा है। फेसबुक वगैरह में पड़ गया।
तुमने कितने में लिए थे?
अरे वो 150।
150, और मैं तो 400 दिया यार।
150 था, 150 एक का लिए। मैं एक मांगा था। मैं चेक कर रहा हूँ कि सही है कि नहीं, तो फेक है।
मैंने चारों के दिए थे 400।
अच्छा, 100 रुपये पड़ गया ना। मैं तो 150
हम्म।
एक का दिया हूँ अभी के लिए।
और उसने बहुत लेंदी क्वेश्चन दे रखे हैं, मुलान से बहुत लेंदी
अच्छा,
लेंदी दे रखे हैं।
बाप रे।
कुछ गलत भी थे एक दो, जैसे
इसीलिए
उसका
मैं एक
जो
बस मंगा रहा हूँ।
एक एक MC01 का था ना, उसका क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 और 11 उसने गलत कर रखा था। वो तो मैं पहले पढ़ पढ़ के कर रहा हूँ एक एक क्वेश्चन। अब तो मैं चारों पूरे कर दूंगा। दो तो हो ही गए मेरे, दो बचे।
समझ।
मैं वही सोच रहा हूँ 1 तारीख 1 सितंबर को जाके जमा कर दूं।
1 सितंबर को ना, मैं 15 को
हाँ,
सोचा हूँ।
वो एक का मंडे है ना।
अच्छा।
मैं देखता हूँ, पता करता हूँ कि इसी वीक में हो जाए, मतलब ये इसी मंथ में हो जाएगा जमा, तो इस मंथ में जमा कर आऊंगा।
अगर मेरे को ये वाला नहीं दिया, आप जहाँ से मंगवाए थे ना, उसका थोड़ा
हाँ,
नंबर मेरे को भेजो।
मैं भेज दूंगा, ठीक है, उससे नंबर लेके।
हम्म।
ठीक। चलो ठीक है, मैं करता हूँ कंप्लीट आगे।
हाँ।